Welcome back, everybody. Just going to play through Honkai Star Rail. Last month we got a 5-star pull. We got Clara. Really pleased about that. And we're going to continue on with some missions before we progress the story. I have got another one that popped up. It says a new day, so a few things have changed. But we've got the Great Mine if we wanted to go back and do that, which we might do. One of the things I realised is I just, don't need to get precious about finishing a planet. I can jump in and out, but let's speak to Astral.
Finally, you're here. This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Arlan's disappeared.
He was just with me.
Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened.
You check the surveillance cameras?
Of course. I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look at his last work objectives entry. Of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange.
Entries of last week are pretty odd too.
Don't worry about those. I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, Brother Arlan is a grown man with his own plans. I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help.
Guys his age just need some alone time.
Why are you acting like those security department idiots? Stop fooling around and help me! I have a secret weapon. Say hello to... Peppy.
Peppy?
Mm-hmm. Peppy's my dog. Arlan's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends. Peppy knows Arlan's scent. Maybe he can track him down.
Then am I still needed?
Yes! Think about it. If people see me, the acting lead researcher searching for Arlan, wouldn't that make Arlan look incompetent as head of the security department? Oh, let's go together! Relax. Peppy doesn't bite.
Okay. An unexpected turn of events. Is that the one I wanted to do? Because I know I've got... Okay. That's fine.
What's next on the agenda?
Jesus. We'll come back and we'll just do one of hers at a time.
If only I got paid. That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlan was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova?
Casanova?
Look at all his fans. Need I say more? Behold, the winner of the most awesome researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
Capote?
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart. A light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Oh, good God, he's sickly.
Master Capote thinks about me!
Look skeptical and scoff.
Oh, it's you! Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries.
Listened to Capote for a long time, thus gradually forgetting what you're actually going to ask.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Aha! I see you no longer look troubled. There is only one word to describe your expression. Enlightenment. Such is the power of my rhetoric. It creates an energy that uplifts the soul.
You've asked Capote about Arlan.
Arlan? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Good God.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlan recently, and I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlan's secret.
Spare no effort in praising his
Seems
character.
like you already know what kind of person I am.
Got panded to him.
Captain Arlan had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer. But answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more. No more.
His words match Arlan's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
You asked Capote about the trial of the heart.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlan. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Tempt Capote with a promotion.
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Master Capote's life wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base.
Are you sure about that?
How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend, you've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
Slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
You're surrounded by Master Capote's fan club and listen to a frustratingly long lecture, thus gradually forgetting what you were going to ask. That'd be the wrong choice then.
Wow, the cringe is strong. Yeah, I need to remember what I came here for.
They went through everything with you? Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you said. Think before you act in the future, please. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private. Right now, I need to hurry to a meeting.
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Threatening Capote with dismissal.
Dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Why not threaten to kill me while you're at it? I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlan.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It's making me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Transcript? They recorded Arlan's conversation with Capote. I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up.
Okay.
This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
Ah, I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlan's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. Ah, we've been careless.
We're on the same side after all. Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
Ah, he looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Good God. Okay, let's head back to Asta.
Think of the space station as your home.
We've got plenty of clues. So you've got like 3 quests with her.
What happened to you, Arlan? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial?
Let's look at these materials first.
Yeah, I guess that's our starting point.
Read the fan reply card.
This handwriting looks familiar. Oh, is it Arlan's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. Ugh. It does sound like Capote.
Look at the limited edition snapshot.
Looks like a candid shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlan? So Arlan did go to see Professor Capote. This is the evidence.
And read Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0.
Ugh. Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript?
Oh god. Sorry, Pressure, I just can't think of you as an overbearing boss. Okay.
So, trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss.
Still think he's
that's
going after Asta.
how Arlan sees me.
Maybe it isn't about you.
I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Where is Peppy? It's gone off to the base zone. We're going down to there. We're going to get some fights in here.
That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them.
Absolutely.
Do you admit this crime?
Let's blast him.
I'm not afraid of you.
It's AoE.
Not a scratch.
Hit here.
Lands at the ready.
Dead. Not quite dead.
Eliminating threat.
Eliminating threat.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Can we level her up anymore? Probably what I should check. No.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to find a lost friend.
And be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
You saw Arlan?
Yes, he's with March. But I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlan's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlan already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
Half marathon.
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlan's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
Hope it's not
They're
personal
not
skills.
Correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
It's pretty sadistic.
I think Brother Don Hung is pretty smart.
Brother Arlan only has one weakness in his armor, but he won't ignore it. He's too awesome for that.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all.
Did Arlan leave you anything with you?
He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark, it must be from where Brother Arlan smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlan in combat.
Of the mirror, did Arlan mention that? Mention what that
He
meant?
said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained some information on trials. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart, and only then can one face it. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror.
Know why Arlan is undertaking his trial?
No, he didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Brother Arlan doesn't need a reason to improve himself. You don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlan is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too zoomed in.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
Don't have any further questions.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Okay, ID pass, broken stone and a footprint. Astra. Asta.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlan, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Calm down. Let's look at the clues first.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about.
Arlan's ID pass.
There's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlan to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but is that giving him too much extra pressure? Aw. Maybe he printed out Peppy's picture as a way of forcing himself to remember his responsibility.
Broken ceiling tile.
Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlan must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters.
Footprint.
It's Arlan's shoe size, all right. And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him. Yeah, we need to find Arlan quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
Okay, keep following Peppy into the supply zone. Something worked out about them.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
There's March.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
Is Arlan not with you?
He was, but not anymore. He wanted to go investigating on his own, so I let him.
Did he mention anything about a trial?
He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me.
What? Why did you split up?
We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Dan Heng was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
Okay, track down the suspicious crystals and find Arlan. Head here.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlan?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlan is safe.
Okay, next. There he is.
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
Ow. Right, let's go for you.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I want to protect everyone too.
I haven't seen this one yet, so let's...
Help me, Mr. Zora!
Damage mitigation.
That's it.
Commencing research.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
Fracture!
He's dead. Single target attack here. Break.
Perfect. Now's my chance. Excuse me. Coming through.
As you command.
Spontaneous combustion.
I'm on guard. To the finish!
Do that. I need to do a
I'm
heal.
not afraid of you.
To restore here.
Deep breaths. Thanks. I'll never forget you.
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara.
Got an attack boost now.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
Lance at the ready.
Hopefully this doesn't break him. Does not.
Eliminating threat.
Just drop a
To travel
heal up
far
here.
away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all.
Motor function restored.
Complete.
Stay back, Clara.
There's the break. Nice.
Perfect. Now's my chance.
I'm on guard.
I need to be brave.
Let's do this. Okay, not bad, not bad damage, to be honest. Still not dead though.
Do you admit this?
Please now. not bad considering she is really underleveled.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Let's kill these. I want to try and get some leveling materials. We will do some of this.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's...
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
I'm on guard.
Go there.
Scratch.
Hide.
Dead. Dead. Oh, battle 2. Forgot about battle 2s.
It's time.
I'm not afraid of you.
It's just hits. Dead. It's really nice. I quite like Clara.
Lance at the ready.
Eliminating front.
Commencing reset.
I'm on guard.
Just attack here.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I don't think we get anything for attacking and leveling up then. No. Interesting. Okay, let's speak to Arlan.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlan,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlan, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
Keep interrogating Arlan to get through behind the trials.
Firstly,
Because he loves
your
her.
trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
Let's do this.
This limited edition snapshot! This was taken by a member of the Master Capote fan club less than 24 hours ago. In other words, you went to find Professor Capote today and stopped responding to messages in the same time window.
This is just...
No need to launch your defense. We haven't got to the core yet. This evidence is a bit of a stretch. Do we have anything better?
The wiki.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager, and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things. But they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlan, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dan Heng to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlan. Until I spoke with Dan Heng, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't.
Shows how difficult actually interpreting things are
Evidence.
without any sort of bias. Let's go for the footprint.
This footprint! I bought these shoes for you. I remember the size and the design. This is undoubtedly your footprint. But I can tell a lot from the details, such as, you used a lot of force. You had a lot of pressure, so you stomped really hard.
Oh, she can't even make things up anymore. You have more evidence, right?
Go for the ID pass here. Or the broken. Let's go for the broken tile.
This ceiling tile. This, ceiling tile. You broke it.
Sorry. I'll get it fixed later.
I know you can be tough, but you're not violent by nature, Arlan. Quite the opposite. Breaking a ceiling tile like this shows how much pressure and anger you were carrying around.
Sort of like a squirm.
This interpretation is sounding a little odd. Do we have any other evidence?
Your ID pass. This isn't just any old station pass, is it, huh? There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlan. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing Holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlan, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that holodisc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlan doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all.
Dan Hang was right.
What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Oh, Arlan, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop! Arlan, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Photo of Arlan's back.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, and I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlan.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials.
Of the heart, of the mirror, of the self.
Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try.
Don't just read any anonymous journal.
Sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions. Right?
We need to talk to each other more.
Yeah. See, the two of us would never have misunderstandings like this.
Anyways, Den Hang was right.
You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Holodisc with Peppy, please.
The sorrows of young Arlan. Arlan's become a visitor of the Express. You might come across Arlan when you return to the Express. We've got Peppy. And a freestyle. Got some adventure logs, so we're going to go straight in once we've got this Stellar Jade, of course. And upgrade Clara. She needs all of the levels she can get. Doesn't tell me like what a star level is, does it? No. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay. I need to look at what's this guide? Flip weakness rate 5 times. Okay. More adventure logs. I'll upgrade her off camera. So we've got Stellaron hunters here. we could do. And then we've got a few things in here. So we've got 2 with Asta. So let's just on an Asta. Actually, let's do an. Discuss the letter from the Locus Silenti with Asta. So we'll do this one next, ladies and gents. But yeah, pretty long episode just for the trials of Arlan. Up next,
Still
we'll
early.
continue.
Where to now?
Oh god, Editor wants me. Mission accomplished. I do have an experiment that I could use some help from both of you. Okay. Right, yeah, we're going to speak to Asta here and do spirit traces as old Peppy. Yeah, Trials of Arlan has been done. We're going to continue doing the side quests before we press on with the main mission. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe for good stuff. It really does help me out. There'll be some more Honkai Star Rail coming away shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.